Hey everyone, this is Matt with TrueBudget. In this video, I'm going to show you how to enter your production fee and insurance percentages. There are three ways to get to the production fee and insurance page. If your version of Excel has the TrueBudget ribbon at the top, you can click this button. If not, you can click the same button on the menu page. Or you can go to the cost summary page and click this button. The first thing you should do is go into the options menu of this page. This window is showing how the production fee and insurance are currently being calculated in the estimate. You can change which area of the budget you want it to display with this drop-down menu. I'm going to leave it on Estimate for the moment. This is where you would set how the production fee will be calculated, and this is where you would set how the insurance will be calculated. We'll start with the production fee. For the Estimate section, you have three options. You can enter the percentages per section, enter the percentages per line number, or enter a dollar amount manually on the cost summary page. Most likely you'll want to enter the percentages per section, so that's what I'm going to select. If you want to learn how to enter percentages per line number, I'll get to that a bit later. As you can see, the insurance section is already set to percentages per section, so I'll leave that as it is. Now I'll switch to the working. For the working section, you have four choices. The first three are the same as in the estimate. The fourth one is match the amount in the estimate. For this example, I'm going to choose that one. And now I'll switch to the actual. You have the same four choices in the actual section. Once again, I'm going to choose to match what is in the estimate. When you're finished, press OK. Now you can see that the cells in the working and actual columns are grayed out. That's because you can only enter something here if you set it to enter percentages per section in the options. One exception to that is if you select to enter percentages by line number. In that case, you'll still be able to enter a percentage for rows 19 through 21 on the cost summary page. There's a couple of different ways you can enter your percentages. You can enter numbers manually in each one of the cells like this. Or you can quickly enter the same percentages into the entire area by typing it up here and then pressing the Apply to Estimate button. Now you can go into each cell and make individual changes if you need to. For instance, let's say you're not going to charge a production fee on top of the creative fees. You can remove that percentage from that cell. The changes you make to this page take effect immediately, so there's nothing more you need to do. However, you can choose to hide this page by clicking the Close button here. Now I'll show you how to enter percentages per line number. Let's do that on the estimate for both the production fee and insurance. First, click this drop-down arrow and select I will enter the percentages per line number. As you can see, two new checkboxes have appeared. If you were to need to enter different percentages for the fringe and PH&W amounts, you can check one or both of these boxes. I'll go ahead and check both. And I'll do the same for the insurance. You'll notice that most of the cells in the estimate have now been grayed out, except for the lines on the cost summary page. As I mentioned a little earlier, you would still enter those percentages here. Now let's go to page 1A. If I click the Details button and scroll over, you'll see that there are some additional columns that are not normally here. This is where you would enter the percentages for each line number. Because I checked the boxes to enter the fringe and PH&W percentages, these two columns are visible. If I had not checked those boxes, these two columns would not be visible. Now, just enter the percentages that you want to use for each line number. And that's how you input your production fee and insurance percentages in TrueBudget.